Hey, what's up, everybody? Or hello there. It's me, Sean Tank Top. I am over here at Casa de Tank Top. I'm hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin and Morgan Drace, over there at the Domain Death Star Drace. In Chobb's name, how are you doing over there, Draces?
Oh, we're doing great. Morgan just chugged a Red Bull. It's going to be a great shoot.
I think we're going to get there. We're primed. I mean, like, coming off of last week, what's cool about this show, and what was very apparent last time, is that I love how it's almost like you're watching, like, it's like a derby race, and sometimes, like, one character is kind of ahead, and it's kind of their show, and then another character kind of pulls ahead, and it's their show. Because, like, I was singing her praises, and it was like this is like one of the first things that she's ever done, like, she was ever booked for. But Leia, you know, like fake Leia or whatever it is, like, who's like Luthen's assistant, I have come to really, really like that character a lot for a multitude of reasons. Just because I kind of always love, like, the assistant that kind of almost has it together more than anybody else. Like,
she's had to hold it all together while he's getting his wigs in order. He's literally
bit, you know what I mean?
shooting
Like,
his wigs into space every day.
the whole Ghorman fiasco did not go well. Cinta got capped. The Andor was right. You know, in a certain sense, they were too green. They didn't really know how to take direction and shit. I feel like we could get into an occupied Ghorman. Like, now there is everything shut down. It is completely fucking, like, it is completely overrun with stormtroopers. Everything about it is Imperial controlled.
They fire all the spiders.
And I also think that we're gonna have the final. I think this is gonna be where Mon breaks. And it's
Mask
like,
off,
and it's like I am
leader.
going completely underground. Rebellion becomes the figure that we come to see in Rogue One, and we come to see in Return of the Jedi. I'm ready to jump into it. You guys ready to get going?
Let's do it.
We just want to say we appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Andor. We're on episode 7, 8, and 9 right now. If you guys want to get early and uncut access on the days that we shoot them to the finale of Andor. And also, y'all, I think we just have to do a Rogue One rewatch after this show.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been waiting.
I need to see how it ends.
So if you guys want to get early and uncut access to all that stuff, you guys want to get it completely full and uncut, you can do it by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top and comments in the description below. Click that shit, head on over, hit us up with just $8, the premium tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Andor coverage, including, like, oh, that tickles. Yes!
I'm not telling you again!
He's human shielding him. Oh, okay. Or dead body shielding him.
You can't do that. You still want to help us out? Hit us with like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy. Click notifications for all over there. Just we appreciate it very much for hanging out with us. Rebels, Yavin. I think we were on Yavin. I think we were. Yep. Shit. Here we go.
Yep.
Fuck.
Awesome.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, we're organized. We getting it together.
Got the old barracks and stuff like that, you know? Look at this. Fucking
that's
Ewok
nice.
fucking hut over here with his hobbit hole door.
Need some icy
Ooh.
hot.
It's me when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, man.
Don't tell me it's better.
Yeah, take it off.
Yeah. Ooh. Jeez.
I want to take my shirt off.
Anything I want.
Ooh, Jesus. Like, this show is so horny. I love it. This is-
Yeah.
Ah!
Things are getting really organized around here.
Yep.
They literally said you don't do anything until you check in with.
Back from where?
Can't follow rules. This is why they'll.
This is here.
He's a rebel.
I'm asking you where to where.
Just
He's a loner, Morgan. A rebel.
They're
Like-
rebel.
More worried about you than I have. We need an army. Everything's a risk.
All we do here is get ready. Luthen is making things.
Oh, so he's more radicalized and activated and everything.
Yeah, he's like, you guys are
You want to fight?
organizing a book club. We're fighting a war.
The naval terminal in Palmo. You can see behind me vapor and thermal smoke still rising from the
Yep,
site.
look at this. Like every
Yeah.
checkpoint. Can I see your papers, please? Like,
Oh, they're just doing spin doctors are in.
ISB supervisor Dejamira.
ooh. He'd be a good bit of bait.
You know her.
Yeah.
Because they do want him.
That's what she said.
Been coming after him and you and all of us and everyone we know. She's just sitting there, Cass.
Yeah, it's true.
She keeps winning. You know she has to be stopped.
I'm late for my briefing.
Oh, shit.
She's a monster.
Terrible dress sense.
Bad chance.
She's mean to stepmoms.
I don't know if they saw who she was dating.
No,
they'd
I
be
know,
like, Let her cook.
Yeah, right.
She deserves her fate. If they could see the horror show that's that bedroom.
Ooh.
The Emperor has taken a great interest in the situation.
Oh my God.
It's not for lack of effort. Krennic's had the lab in Edu working overtime all year. I don't know the science, but it's bad luck, Ghorman.
Oh my God.
We need what's in
They
the
need to
ground,
frack
and
the
we're
shit
done,
out of this
and then we're
planet.
going to
Frack the planet,
fully positioned
lady.
48 hours.
It's not hack the planet, it's frack the planet, right?
Yeah, frack the planet.
Let the image of professional ascend and settle your nerves. Successful conclusion. Everyone that matters knows how well you've played this.
She's afraid that Kaido's going to come in and steal the glory a little bit, I'm sure.
We're counting on it.
He's like, baby girl, you know that we don't give a fuck about loss of life.
Yeah, I feel like his whole.
I can't even get in there.
It's being investigated.
That's what I came here for. That is what I've been trying
But we
to do
need
since I got
agitators
here.
to
That is what
agitate
you
the
told me you
agitated.
wanted, and now there's evidence I have to beg for?
We are trying to prevent an
Oh, you're going to be
By
such
keeping
the
me in the
fall
dark.
guy, dude. He's going to be such the patsy, and she's going to do it not giving a fuck.
Together, we'll be rewarded.
For what? What have we accomplished?
Is he... Oh, she's like, shut up. and kiss
He
me.
doesn't know about the whole.
Be careful.
Yeah,
It's a need to know basis, so he doesn't know the actual war crime. He's like, there's war crimes he agreed to.
Do what I told you.
Wow. Do what I told you. Oof.
He believes in the state and bringing criminals like Andor to justice, you know what I mean? Who stuff, but like, maybe not full-on genocide. Maybe he's got a line.
Thank you. Eventually.
But I feel like he's gonna come to know it and feel like a used
they're
up
asking
piece
for
of shit, and
schedules
then
this
he's gonna
week.
die.
Parking your movement.
Yeah, let's put a pin in that, okay?
Oh, ridiculous. I'll speak to them. Thank you. I'm requesting a new driver.
Yeah.
They might send someone smart.
They're like, he's a spy, but he's dumb as dog shit,
Yeah,
so we'll
right.
keep him.
You can feed some bad intel to him.
We're assembling a petition, and I know how sad that must sound.
Takes more than failed legislation to upset me these days.
We're gonna be wearing some pink hats and have a
came
couple
here
of
to thank
signs
you.
while the Emperor speaks.
Protect yourself.
He's like saying goodbye. He's like saying, like, I'm probably gonna be arrested pretty soon or dead
Yeah.
or something. Like,
Yep.
the dread is already fucking like heavy with this one, you know?
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Nash bidumgar. Nash bidumgar. Dilan molen walai. Mukum kozma la bif mabel.
Yeah, I do love it. Again, like they can just kind of come up and just have this really great little moment with this one guy with like a lot of dignity and poise and shit, you know?
You're lucky Marva's not here.
I'm not the one she'd be straining up.
She hated force
She
healers.
hated one force healer 10 years ago.
Force healer.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. She like a Jedi. Yeah.
Fuck.
Why not?
Okay.
We're just leaving.
Can you wait? Please.
He thinks that they're just gonna wait. Like she's like a
us a moment.
Reiki
I'll be
like
back.
reader or something like that.
Or she's like a up close magic.
Yeah.
Freak.
Is
Chris
it-
Angel
she's
mind
like,
freak.
can you wait? Is this
You're
your
gonna
car?
put some
Wait.
crystal. Just gonna
Is
rub
this
some
your
crystals
name
on
written
it. and
on my
shit.
belly?
Yeah.
I'm realizing now. He's got a blaster burn that's not healing.
Your right shoulder.
She's like, it's a 50-50 shot.
Let her lay hands and like whatever. It'll either work or it won't.
Yeah. You literally won't be any less healed or not if she tries something. This is one of the first times with anything with the Force has been in this show, really.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I love, but I love how low key it is, and
what's going on?
Thank you for what?
The clarity. That feeling. It's been a very long time. The strength of spirit. Surely you must feel it.
I'll work on that. I'll come back and
they are weird.
Yeah, it's like she's about to like recruit you into Scientology.
Yeah, right. No shit.
Weird.
But again, I love exploring these different avenues to which like the Force kind of is expressing itself within different people, you know?
Tell me what you saw.
Oh, whoa.
They're gathering as they go. There's a purpose to it. He's a messenger. There's some place he needs to be.
From Chobb.
Have you known him?
Have you heard the good word?
Chobb speaks through him and his
Chobb
actions.
speaks through him as he does through all things.
Maybe you're the place he needs to be.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, yeah, he's going to be integral to one of the biggest things that ever happens in this universe. I mean, like, so maybe she can sense that, you know?
Oh, she has a Disney Plus subscription?
Yeah,
she already watched Rogue One?
She watched ahead a little bit. You know, she's a big fan.
It's like, it was actually a good Star Wars movie.
Depends on if I had something to offer. If we could lay this off on outsiders, then...
Ooh. His real girlfriend doesn't want it. Yeah, dude, I was about to say.
He's like, how did she know?
But it happened, and I could sense it, and I'm not afraid to say that. I felt it before, Cass.
Oh, she's Force sensitive too.
Like him, Broom Boy, you know, the whole deal. Like,
yeah, that Broom Boy.
Man.
I wonder what Kit Fisto's doing right now.
Palpatine fucking stabbed his ass in episode 3.
Oh.
Yeah. He went down like a bitch, too.
For alert! Quick time!
Get these men shaped up and ready for presentation.
There's not a man amongst them, sir, but I'll do what I can.
Yeah, see, they're the worst ones, so they're like, yeah, they'll be our...
Oh, they're the patsies,
red shirts. The terrorists killed them. Well, but I mean, they're dead, but like, they're meant to die. That's their whole job.
Yeah.
He's got a number.
Oh, God. Yep. They should have dressed them in red shirts. That's what they should have done. Oh, my God.
Perfect.
Most guests don't say that anymore. It can be loud.
I'm a deep sleeper.
Oh, yeah, that's the kid.
I think it is. You gotta recognize him. I mean, it's only been a year.
Another way.
Oh, no, yes. No, they know. They know. He knows why he's there and what he is.
It'd be hilarious if they killed Dedra here. I don't think that they
trying
will.
to JFK,
I don't think they will,
JFK her ass back and to the left. You know what I'm saying? Cyril comes in a pink suit, just holding her brains in. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay, skies tonight.
The weather underground.
The weather underground. Chicago's very own. Oh shit! Nice.
Oh.
This guy's right above him. Fucking chatterboxes these stormtroopers are constantly.
just John.
You see
John
that
away.
T-3630?
You punch any baby Yodas yet?
Yeah.
Serves you right.
There we go.
What is all this? Did you know about this?
Oh, got her. Got her.
They're not opening anything. They're putting a shell around the building.
Oh shit.
Don't do it. You don't take the bait.
Building a fortress.
Something's about to go down.
Man.
There's reports coming in from the countryside. They're saying we've landed mining rigs.
You seem animated.
Even some Ghormans have already been asking how long the Empire's patience is.
They say this is so Dick Cheney.
A
Like,
lot of people are talking.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying, but like, where he would be like, Cheney would be the source that leaked the Washington Times about the weapons of mass destruction, of which he would then quote on Meet the Press, and then create this lovely little cyclical bunch of bullshit.
Oh, they're blowing these people up. They're like, yeah, we're sending out our worst soldiers to get killed by the mob so that we can justify what we're
Or
gonna
like,
do.
you know, maybe they're their most unruly, like they'll get happy trigger fingers or something that, you know, like whatever.
All this time, you... How could we be so foolish?
Oh, he sees him for what he is.
There's mining equipment being dropped all over the planet.
He didn't know. I think he really was this
Are you
dumb.
mad? What kind of a being are you?
Whoa.
Wow.
What in our what is it you've been sent to steal from us?
He doesn't know. Oh, God.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, he doesn't.
Or he's going to have like front row seat to the barbarism of the Empire.
Sure you're available.
And now you're taking orders on your fucking detail. Look at that fucking face.
I hope things work out for you.
Bones are built on hope.
Oh.
No.
Oh, this kid's dead.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, like, but...
Oh, fuck.
Is he gonna walk right into Cyril?
I wonder.
That'd be fucking crazy. This has been too juicy for them to kind of be orbiting each other so closely and not...
Oh my
He's
God.
gonna just miss him! Ah! God damn it!
Woo! Wow. Wow.
Man. The tension that they're able to build with this show so slowly. It's so fucking great.
You see him?
Oh!
Oh, take the
Oh.
shot.
Well, he's
Take
gotta,
the shot.
He's gotta get somewhere where he can set up. Oh, damn.
But if he shoots...
If he shoots her...
That will... All the guards will...
Wouldn't that be fucking crazy if this was... What if this was fucking Qyburn's fucking shit all along? Well, no, it's that... Okay, so she's back in. Okay. Also, TIE Fighter's never been scarier than in this show.
Sir. Just making sure we're all safe.
I need to go yell at my Dom mommy. Oh my god.
Oh.
What in the world?
Damn.
No.
That again, I love K2SO, not K2SO'd, not when they're not that. They are creepier than shit.
Yeah, what in the
Oh,
world?
they're rounding him up.
What? No.
Patrol, sir. Within the crowd.
Was that not my order?
Yeah, go out there, get in the muck of it, and then start to tangle with these motherfuckers. Like
I see a barricade lane to the memorial that I have to open. You will march them out there immediately.
we have created the circumstances for this to exist.
Like, you're just meat. Ugh.
No, I'm getting chills. And that's the other thing. It's like some of them are like, who knows? Maybe this is a trap, but I don't give a shit. Like, if I can give one bit of defiance to these motherfuckers right now,
Maybe
I'll take
they
this
won't.
feeling. You know what I mean? Like,
What have you done?
oh my god.
Mm.
He needs to get to he needs to get to the high ground.
Close it.
What are we doing here?
Following orders.
Oh my god.
How long have you known about all this?
Since the... Whoa.
We can discuss this later.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's too late already. Please. You're gonna tell me what this has really been about?
You're hurting me.
And you are going to tell me what the mining ships are doing here.
They're not.
There is an armada up there. You couldn't even wait.
Wow.
You tell me it's a rumor, and I will throw you out that window.
What?
What have we been doing here?
Wow.
This is crazy.
Something in the dirt here. They need it. It's the energy program. It's directly from the Emperor. It's something they can't do without. They need the planet.
The planet. The whole fucking thing.
How long have you known this?
The whole time, babe.
We're going home, Cyril. We're going home as heroes. This began long before we got here. They've been planning it for years. They're doing this no matter what.
If we don't do it, someone else will.
Right.
You didn't seem to mind the promotions.
You think it was because you were good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is incredible.
Good luck, Tetra.
Whoa.
Is he gonna defect?
Oh my god, look at those pantaloons. Also, she was just like, wait a minute, he can choke?
I know, like, that's an option.
Like,
But
don't
also,
go, please.
You know his grip isn't that strong, so she would
Yeah.
she's a terrible imperial officer, because like she would crack in a minute.
What is he gonna do?
And then I don't know.
Oh wow, hop in the fence.
Yeah.
This is crazy for him.
Where you are?
West side. The columns by the calf house. Find me. I can't hear you.
Damn it.
Ah.
And even with these guys through this officer, like they're pawns in it too. Like they're fucking.
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
They're supposed to die.
Yep.
Orders, please.
We didn't even see what he said.
Supervisor
She's
Nero.
doing it. She's supposed to do it.
Yep.
She's supposed
She's
to.
gonna.
Proceed.
Yeah.
She is the
Put 'em
finger.
on. Fuck. Channel 5, open.
Great acting.
One
I mean, she's
5, one calling 5.
keeping it together, but
Kill-
she's struggling.
Killing the last part of her soul.
Yep.
5 online. Standing by.
Oh. Oh.
Repeat. Fire at will.
Oh. And they're gonna make it look like they did it.
They're gonna fire. They're gonna shoot their own people.
on the Imperials, and it's gonna make
They're
it look
shooting
like
their
and
own
then
kids.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh, those terrorists. Oh my god. Nope, yup. They want to shoot the kids.
Just as they're about to leave. Oh! Ah! Oh!
Oh god.
Oh! Oh shit. Ah!
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at Wilman. He just jumped right into the fucking square, like right dead
Yeah,
center.
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Nothing scares him anymore.
Oh
man.
Pan over and see Cassian and see him take him out. Please.
Yep.
Like let's just
I know.
Ah! God.
Oh god.
Ooh. I love that big guy just has basically like a double barrel shotgun, like in old school. Like, oh damn. Oh.
Supervisor. Idiot.
Ooh. Ooh. But it draws her out.
Take the shot.
Oh my god.
Take the
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, and they're just gonna fucking lay absolute waste. Like this is oh shit. Oh! Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh!
Did they really kill her?
I think so. For the glory of the Empire.
He's having "Are we the baddies" moment.
Are we the baddies?
Now
Yeah,
you have
right.
the "Are we the
Yeah.
baddies?"
You just say it's like, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Oh man.
Oh, is he gonna?
It's gonna stop. It's gonna throw him. Oh! Oh, they are just, they're in the background just ragdolling people. That's so fucking gnarly.
Are they gonna see each other?
Oh!
He saw him. He saw him.
Oh! Oh my god!
Wow!
Saved her a second time. He doesn't even know it. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Or he
Oh,
might
God.
have.
Whoa.
He also might have.
He's in a murderous
He's got
rage
this
today.
he's got this nerd rage going. Oh, he's come on, Cassie, you got this guy.
Yeah. What the hell? I mean, who knew he was so good at choking?
Woo! There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. He's just a place where he goes like, you put me in this position, you put me here, you made me doubt everything, you made me all that, you know. This is a great fight though. This is dirty and fucking like this looks like it hurts, man. Fuck. Woo! Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Woo!
Woman. Come on, woman.
Yeah, right?
Who are you?
Whoa. Oh!
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
he
Mr.
done? Is he
Non-Violence. Oh, he's gone.
He was that was a headshot.
Yeah.
The last thing he heard was, "Who are
he
you?"
shot him in the side of the head.
But also,
Oh, a little
like,
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
fuck.
Used up.
Because then now you're like, would he have joined or not?
Well,
You
no,
don't-
you're just to say that to somebody and to have it obviously shake you as somebody who has always been chasing certainty and cleanliness and order and knowing what he believes. And he couldn't have died.
Oh.
He couldn't have died in a more fucking like his soul is in limbo forever. You know what I mean? Like
he's a nobody.
They went for the radio. She might have been with them. Have to find my brother.
Oh man.
Yeah, like this.
Oh no, he's like, oh, oh God. Just clotheslining people.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Who did that?
Okay.
Who knows?
Who did it?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh.
The brother. Fuck.
That's the guy that killed Cinta.
Yeah.
Oh. Is this?
Oh, is this where they get the body?
I think so.
Probably. Now, it does become the prequel problem where you're just like, Chewie has tasted human flesh. Like, you know, K2SO has fucking like Predator ripped the spine and the out of a fucking Ghorman fucking mother of three. You know what I mean? Like, and you're just like, oh my god.
It's like when we found out when Gal Gadot was in the Israeli army.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like
I'll be alright. You'll see. Please.
I
can't leave her behind. Tell people what happened, Cass.
Oh God.
And he's like, I would do the same thing for Bix. I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
Sky.
Ferrex.
Oh
yeah.
My God. It's like just a piece of, and again, like a piece of intel, a potential, I mean, shit. Even if it was just like, listen, this guy's just gonna move freight all day, never get tired. We could use somebody else to do something that, something's. Oh my God, look at these guys.
No, they're lighting up. They're doing the
imperial murder of Ghorman has begun. There are hundreds of bodies this moment. As I say these words, hundreds of murdered Ghorman lay dead in Vamo Plaza. This is Ghorman reaching for any open channel that can hear me. If you can hear me, if you believe in truth, if you have any faith left in truth, please march this message and pass it forward. This is murder! The Empire built this fire. They made this fire and led us to the slaughter. Now they expect us to die without knowing why.
Help us! Is there no one?
Oh, she's down there. She's the one to do it. She's the one telling, get her out of there, bud.
Trina.
You gotta go.
Found you.
We gotta let people know what happened. Help me.
Yeah, because they had to stay behind to be like eyewitness to the, and then
It lends like credence, so it's like I'm not.
Die.
Yeah, I mean.
Don't you cry.
Yeah, you don't get to be sad.
I'll give you something to fucking cry about in a minute. Oh, now you have feelings. You got little feelings now? God.
Choked, but you're getting choked by that collar.
Even as our fallen heroes are beginning their final journeys home, questions
out there
are
fighting
being
for
asked
freedom.
about how to come as the Imperial martyrs of Ghorman are mourned. We're sure to learn a great deal more about the price we'll pay for our own safety.
Or maybe she'll know what the fuck shit's going on.
Well, no, I mean, like, or no. I think. Well, we could just as easily never see that again. I think what that is just the human toll of it. It's like a mom lost a kid on a path that she sort of set him on. She's so kind of disorderly. She's so whatever. And in some ways she knows in her heart that he left Coruscant to go there, and she's blaming herself in a certain sense. And it's just like the hurt that reverberates through anything like this, and like the fact that like you have people that like the soldiers' families, they will resent and vilify the freedom fighters, and the freedom fighters people, like they're sitting there, and it's just this like horrendous cyclical thing that's just born out of the evil that is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Dedra's like top 5 fucking Empire villains now.
Mostly because I'm like, how dare you cry?
Don't you? Right. It would almost be cooler if she didn't. Like, she just is that crazy. Like, maybe a little shake, but she looked really, really upset.
No, she girl bossed too close to the sun.
She did. Morgan's going through it all.
I'm going through it.
Yeah. I think we're all going through it.
Oof.
Will no one help me? Ghorman is being slaughtered. It's my people today and yours tomorrow. Remember this day. Remember Ghorman. This will be you soon enough.
At this point, anything is possible, but they've gone too far, and we all know it. We need to speak out. We need to stand up and speak the truth.
I have to stay. We have to buy time. We're not ready. Yavin isn't ready. We need to stall.
He's thinking of the big picture. He wants to get there.
Something needs to be said. And Yavin needs your leadership. I just can't go with you.
Oh, so yeah, he's like, you be
I'll
the
hang
face.
back. You go. I can be the face.
You're the face. I'm the. Try to gum up the works as much as I can, as best I can.
Yeah.
Tone found a listening device in her office. Until no one.
I feel like this speech that she's gonna give is just gonna destroy me.
Careful.
And this also makes like all this like Bail Organa stuff that we've been getting makes like A New Hope like extra sad. Like it's not just a planet blowing up; it's him and everything.
They blew up his planet.
If she's Ronnie Googer, mid-rim network.
Googe.
Ron.
You're coming straight.
Googe.
The Googe. The Googe.
The Googe.
There's a Senate catering entry.
I'm not coming back. I'm done after this.
Like he wants to quit the rebellion?
So it's a private thing, something I wouldn't understand.
I didn't say that.
Can I guess? You're tired. It's too much. It's too hard.
You tell him.
I need to start making my own decisions.
I thought that's what we were fighting for.
Shit.
There won't be any decisions to make.
Playing with the bars, dude.
We'll find you some clothes.
Go get gouged up. You have to be him.
You have to carry the confidence and the swagger and the aloofness of somebody who, whenever you would walk into certain circles, would be like, the Googe!
The Googe!
Yeah. The Googe!
That's like totally, that name just changes. You can't be, no dignity.
Not with microphones going.
Go to the plaza.
Can you do it silently in your head?
Yeah. Like when you're psyching yourself up for karaoke, you're like, do I know all the words? Damn.
Erskine Savage works for me. He's protected you in ways you'll never know.
Damn.
Huh.
Isn't that wonderfully crippled?
And you can't tell anyone what I've just told you.
But Bale's cool, but his crew
Do you
isn't.
remember Takeola, the banker, my childhood friend?
Damn.
I often think of Takeola. How quickly you decided he was a risk. How quickly all that
If you
happened.
go with Bale's plan, you'll be in a cell before sunset.
It makes me quite a risk, doesn't it?
It's like, what if I'm a risk?
Like, if I don't do what you say, you'll just take me out.
You'll ask if he's alone. He will say, I have friends everywhere. I have friends everywhere.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Those words.
Just him saying that line in that way is just so fucking insane. Like,
You're dismissed. Immediately.
It's been an honor.
oh. I think he's legit. It's just the
No,
fact
no,
that she just
yeah,
doesn't know.
no,
it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
They're
it's
on
just
her
like, this has been done.
side. But
Well, because she was like, oh, so you gave me a Senta. Didn't you? Really?
There's still some bridges you haven't burned.
We'll take care of that today.
You're long enough.
I'm not finished yet.
They're gonna find
he's been waiting to die.
You act as if we...
You weren't there for that speech, but
Eventually they'll hang us both.
Now I'm like looking at everybody. I'm like,
Who's what?
fucking
Yeah,
ISB?
yeah.
Who's what? You know, who's what? You know, like.
Yeah, why did we linger on those people? Do it again.
Did someone call it in?
Mid-rim network.
Mid-rim news. That's like the cool fucking
Vice.
like
He's the Vice.
what is Vice? It's Vice.
I get paid.
He's got cuts
I
on
get
his
paid in
face.
cocaine.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? My name's the Googe, and we're over here, and we're here to check out a fucking pretty crazy little bit of stuff over at the Senate. Something that the other networks don't want you to see.
No, she'll meet us there. We'll pull the gear and meet you up there.
Yes,
Yeah, this is the
extraction.
The Bale Squad.
The extraction team. We don't know which one's the mole.
You don't have
So is he the chair?
Brave enough to stay. I should be brave enough to go.
He might be.
Who is the chair?
They'll be at Gate 9. Get down there.
Also, it's crazy because like we've never really seen fucking Cassian interact with her at all, ever.
Take care of yourself, Bale.
We do what we can. Tear the shit out of this.
Yeah.
So she's gonna give this fucking speech, and then it's gonna be like a race to get her out of the city.
Martyrs who gave everything on the brutal streets of Ghorman.
Settle down, owl person.
The brutal, dainty, silky streets of Ghorman.
The tragic broth we sipped this morning.
What's hilarious is that like there's been like a lot of gleep glops fucking like speaking on behalf of this shit, and the Empire's gonna want to fucking get rid of
hell
all
yeah.
of them. Like, oh man, who's the dick?
This lady. Look at her. Look
She
at her.
looks evil as fuck, but maybe she might not be. I mean, you know, could be a red herring, a mean arched eyebrow red herring.
It's Uncle Harlow.
Oh no! Wait, he's from.
That's the guy from Karth. We
Ah.
don't know the greatest Imperial Senate that ever was or ever shall be.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. All right. It was her. She looks evil as fuck.
Oh, you got caught.
It was work.
Show me that.
Sure.
Oh, he's just gonna kill him. Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh, oh, damn.
Was, as you may recall, proposed directly.
It's a filibuster, and she just does the Patton Oswalt speech.
Specifically, the senior senator.
As the gnarled maw of Boba Fett comes out of the maw of the Sarlacc pit. Yeah.
Hand down, and the twin sons of.
And yielding the floor to the senior senator from Chandrilla.
Look at this. He's getting her in. Oh, shit. We gotta take this guy out so she can say it.
Fellow senators, friends, colleagues,
Dello Feligates.
allies,
Dello Feligates.
Adversaries.
So to meet you
Is a cauldron of opinions.
Oh, shit. Is he gonna clock him?
I believe we are in crisis.
The distance between what is said
And what is known to be true.
Oh, man. They're playing the same music that they played when Marva gave her speech.
It's key.
So let's have it.
We took it up to the security office yesterday.
The loss of an objective reality is perhaps the most dangerous.
Spitting.
Oh, my God.
the death of truth is the ultimate of evil.
She's radicalizing him too.
When we let it slip away, when it is ripped from our hands,
We become vulnerable to the appetite of whatever monster screams the loudest.
Oh, my God.
I don't care if you have to cut power to the whole chamber. Get her off!
Chambers, hold on the truth, was finally lost on the Ghorman Plaza. What took place
Was a genocide.
What happened
It was a genocide.
It's a genocide.
It's a genocide.
was unprovoked genocide. Yes, genocide.
Boom.
And that truth has been exiled from this chamber. And the monster screaming the loudest, the monster he helped create, the monster who will come for us all soon enough, is Emperor Palpatine.
She got it out just before.
If she had a microphone, she would drop it.
No, we need to speak. I have friends everywhere.
Oh, with
Go
that
with him.
beautiful man.
Go with him. He's way better looking than any of those other motherfuckers. Detained me.
I know Luthen can be hard. But if he's right about this, you have no choice.
Come with me if you want to live. Literally.
Can we get a comment? Please, please. Excuse us. The senator has a very important meeting to go to.
Look at those eyebrows. Oh my god. Whoa.
Wait, we'll get there.
We need 3 minutes.
I'm not ISB.
Shut up!
Down!
She dropped the Imperial cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run. We need to get to the rear loading dock.
All right, now we got to give you a really bad bowl cut.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the rebellion.
What?
Welcome to the rebellion. Oh shit.
Yes, of course. I was just making sure.
I feel like this guy's gonna flip. He's
Think so?
radicalized by that. He was radicalized by that speech. You saw
That'd
it.
be so sick if that were the case. I hope so.
You saw his face when he was listening
No,
to
I
it.
know. Yeah, he was feeling it, but you know. Oh shit.
My driver.
What's his name?
Name.
Cloris.
Cloris! Cloris!
What are you doing?
We found her!
Oh shit.
Hey, look at me. Give me your hand.
We gotta go.
Gotta go.
I mean, she knew that he was ISB. And it was like, cool. Yep, that's what we're doing.
And it doesn't matter if he was like about to flip or not. Just like this, please. People are just. If you're a threat, you gotta go.
These guys are gonna get choked out by Darth Vader. They let this motherfucker they let this shit escape. She just made like one of the most public fucking speeches ever, and she got out.
Also, I'm kind of like, get down. I'm like, get down in that car. I don't want to like take any chances.
Yeah,
Somebody's
no
like
shit, right? What the
sniping
fuck?
or.
Who belongs to this?
I think that's mine.
Oh, he's the guy who escaped with Cassian. He's like the one other guy that swam with him.
Oh.
Crazy. I was wondering when we were gonna see that guy again. They gave each other a hug, and they were just like, people need to know, blah blah blah, and then, damn. Whoa. His leg looks fucked up. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Gotta get him to Yavin.
Yep. Well, where's the Force healers?
She's not going with you.
There's a ship waiting. They want her to make a speech.
You want to rewrite the story.
What does Luthen want?
He wants Wilmon with the doctor.
And you get to get him there.
Get him ready.
Okay. Let's have a drink.
Honestly.
And it's funny that's like this foot soldier and spy and this senator.
I'm not sure how to thank you.
Make it worth it.
She's making a speech. We need it broadcast as far as possible. It's the result that matters.
This is what Luthen's been talking about and shit. Like, you know, you get like my deeds will never see an audience or anything, you know.
Yeah, because he has to be secret.
I think we got all the pieces.
Go make me a buddy.
Yeah.
Go make me a buddy. Comes back, Bix is all hippied out and shit. She's been going to see the cook the whole time.
He's like that.
Have you heard the news about the Force?
The cook gave me this crystal. I have to energize it in the moon.
A kyber crystal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can put it in the moonlight to charge it.
I'm done, Biggs.
Have your tea.
I'm serious.
And she's kind of in the same way that he was with her, where he's like, we got to make this worth it, dude. Like, we want, like, if I'm doing this, I want to win.
Right here.
But it's not going to exist if the Empire wins.
No.
Even tomorrow. We'll leave before it gets too complicated.
You can leave. I'm staying.
Find some place. There's still places to go to.
He's like, we're getting dual citizenship. I had a grandparent that was
That was from Space Ireland. Whatever it is.
Nothing's worth more than this.
No.
I mean it.
I know.
She just gonna go?
That's what I'm thinking. She's like, I'll come back when you've kicked Darth
You
Vader.
grow a pair of fucking balls. You know what I mean? Like,
Go kick Darth Vader in the dick, and I'll come back.
What if she? But what if she takes some crazy job or something like that, and then
I
something?
know. What if she's like?
What if that's what she takes up and
She went on a mission and she's captured or something? I don't know.
Vix.
Oh no!
they're
Where's
busting
the Dear
Rob. She's
John?
out.
Where's the Dear John letter?
Jesus Christ.
Dear Cass.
You're sleeping now.
Here it is.
I have to leave.
You can't do what you need to do with me here.
How long? It just can't be me. I can't be the reason you leave here. If you ever give this up for me, we have to win. We have to beat them. So I'm choosing for the both of us. I'm choosing the rebellion.
She took a job, but she's not going to be on Yavin and shit. Like,
The transport! Where are they? Everything is leaving went this morning!
just like when he got the call from Marva, she up and fucking abandoned him again.
Oh.
And he wasn't there he wasn't there for it.
And when it's done, when it's over, and we've won, we can do all the things we ever wanted. Everything we know we've missed. I'll find you.
Oh. And she just ends it being like, just say goodbye to these. Go win the war if you ever want to see these
Goodbye to
again.
these, Cassian, like.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in.
Oh no.
The KX unit.
Replace your girlfriend with a droid. He does hand stuff.
He's got an iron grip,
It either works
literally,
or-
with the voice of Clayface.
It doesn't.
Don't worry, I can be a great spy. I am a
Agency
professional
wants it stable.
actor.
It's a question of whether the cortex swap is rejected.
I'll take a weapon.
Feels like the blood and cartilage of like a bunch of Ghorman fucking citizens on him and shit.
Hello. If I've offended you, I apologize.
Just did a little bit of genocide,
There he
you
is.
know? What's a couple
Well,
bit
I'd appreciate you pointing that elsewhere.
I'm your girlfriend
I'm
now.
your girlfriend.
They needed a little some kind of a pick me up to fucking,
Yeah.
to make that last, because this is a tough couple episodes.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Whew. It's like, oh, that tickles. Yes!
I'm not telling you again!
He's human shielding him. Oh, okay. Or dead body shielding him.
I mean, it was really intense. I mean, it was almost like three. It felt like three like arc finales, like the intensity of like the finales that we got on the first one,
Yeah.
and then week 2, but that was every one of them. Like the escalation of it was very pronounced.
Yeah.
And it's not just because we got a late start and like all that stuff. It's like this is a tough bunch of episodes and shit like that. What'd you guys think?
The Empire falls, so Just gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as like whenever you're like, oh, this show's depressing, it's like, but it should be a hopeful show because as much as they like have false starts, they have infighting, they have all this like fuckery happen. It's like the Empire does fall.
Well, no. I mean, this is, I've said this before. I mean, like this show like does kind of like what I think might be one of my critiques of Rogue One was like, we need to profile why the Empire has to go down. And this show, I mean, there's no better fucking show, in my opinion. Like, there's no better piece of Star Wars media ever, like, that's ever, like, kind of highlighted why, like, they need to be beaten. And
That's why it's, like, also,
you know, that type of
the
stuff.
crazy thing for this show to be as popular as it is, because apparently, yeah, like, the first... It took a minute for the first season to make a fuck ton of money, and that's why they greenlit this one and, like, gave them all the money. And you're just like, oh, there's an incredible amount of people watching in this moment in history. And I think that's really kind of like the showrunners studied rebellions and studied rises of fascism.
Oh, yeah.
And was like, I'm like, that's just like, I feel like it was important television, but like for this moment, because it's within a story where the Empire does fall. So you're like, okay, this is kind of supposed to be hopeful.
Yeah, no, well, no, and I think that there's gonna be a kind of I think we're gonna end on like an element of like solidified, like rugged defiance.
Yeah, like because they fail till they don't.
I think it kind of has to. Yeah. I mean, I think it just kind of has to bank up. But but again, I think that what I do admire a lot about this show is the fact that. And it is one thing that I read. I've rocked a couple of essays about the Hunger Games, like movies, and how they say, like people that like study this type of shit said that like there's a lot of these fucking these types of movies and stuff like that. There's the one special boy, or there's the one special girl, and it's like, and they said that the thing that they really appreciated about Hunger Games is the fact that by the end, Katniss is a big component of it, but it takes a ton of people to do a revolution, and a ton of mistakes, and a ton of messiness, and a ton of all of that. And I think that like the fact that this show is as complicated viewing as it is speaks to how meticulously researched, incredibly fucking historically literate, and sense of and very clear, strident sense of purpose that the writing comes from this. That comes from this show, like that comes from the point of view of this show, and I don't think that it will be. I don't know. I mean, it'll be decades before we get another piece of fucking Star Wars media that's as accomplished as this show is. Yeah. And that's as enrapturing as it is, and involving as it is, and as adult as it is. You know what I mean? And like, or at the very least, we can have a big sandbox. Like, like I think there's Star Wars that absolutely positively should be family kind of children entertainment. But if we can also do some of stuff like this, let's fucking go. It's
great.
You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. What do you guys think? What stuck out? What was the?
Yeah, there is a thing.
I know
there's like
very
a
broadly,
thing where
like,
it's, if you're doing a movie or a story, and not just like how things usually go or how things like are. It's the driver was inspired by that speech to flip and like, I know I'm your spy, but I'm gonna get you out of here or something. That's the more satisfying story. But that's not how the world works. And I like that the show won't do and like that guy who's like realizing the horror of his actions. Cyril's had the same thing. We're like, maybe he'll flip to the other side. Ooh, it's very interesting. I want to follow him into no.
It's very Well, I think they're really trying to highlight the tragedy of complacency and allowing yourself to be a part of it
and they're not, they
anything
might not
like
even
this.
be your enemy, even though in that moment they are your enemy, and it's like, oh, we're all just humans trying to get through, and it's like people can really be like led astray by like bullshit, or just
Well, Cyril was fighting an imaginary enemy. Like, he was fighting this outside agitator. You know, he's fighting the, you know, like
he thought there were bad people
Yeah.
trying to get good people hurt.
Yes.
By radicalizing them. Like, he's like, oh, those rebellion outsiders, these nice Ghormans that I made friends with, I'm just trying to like search for the people who are radicalizing them. And then he finds out, oh no, they were meant to be like, this is a plan because we need them gone.
Yeah, they want the whole...
Because they're in the way. It's very inconvenient that they put people on this planet when the Empire needs... When the Empire's like, it's so inconvenient that they put people where our rock is that we need.
Yeah. I think that's well said. I think that's well said. As far as like Cyril, his journey is very interesting, incredibly tragic.
Well, he got all the things he wanted and realized that this person, that, you know, Cassian, who he spent so much time, you know, building up as this boogeyman or whatever, had no idea who he was. It's like, who are you?
Right.
Like, his whole life purpose was to, like, you know, he gained acceptance and all of this adoration from, or not adoration, but like, he gained promotions,
right.
and, you know, climbed the ladder because he found this guy, and so he became obsessed with this idea that Cassian was everything he thought was like, that was the bad guy.
He's like, oh, we are each other's and we're each other's like final bosses. And it's like, he's like, I don't even...
And it leads to this kid and them ending on, because I don't think that we're picking up, other than Dedra, I don't know if we're ever seeing the mom again. I don't know. I could totally see the show just kind of moving on. You know what I mean? Like, from that, you know, like, and I think that, and that whole thing of just like, that was immeasurably powerful. Also, this woman that's kind of been like a bit of a boogeyman for us, kind of in a weird way, and like, and for him, you know, and all this other stuff, and it was just like, she was just sad, you know. I don't doubt that she didn't love Cyril.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, there was just like this little fucked up, needy, kid that was being overbeared on eating cereal. And she sent him on this weird ass path. Started a long time ago. Yeah. The sense of dread, the sadness, the you know, the massacre of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, it was incredibly hard to watch. It was maybe among the most dire moments of like, of Star, like this wipes the floor with Order 66 in my opinion. I mean, like, as far as like the type of like, from the movies, I know that the shows have done it well and everything. Like, but in that sense of like, it was kind of felt like that level. Like, this is a calamity that I kind of know is gonna happen, and you're just watching it happen, and it was just it was a lot, you know, and impeccably well scored. I mean, and Dedra's like, oh, like whatever.
You don't get to cry. You don't get to cry.
No, you don't. Not now. Not if you chose the no crying bed, and you got to sleep in it. I don't give a fuck how you fucking feel or whatever it was. Like, this following, and she used the whole thing, following orders. I mean, like, that's another thing about this show that I thought was great. Is like drawing very like comically fucking like direct lines to stuff. We were just like, what are we doing here? Following orders. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? It's a genocide. It's a genocide. And that's just what it is. And it's an element, I think, to what we've kind of talked about before in this show, where, and that goes back to kind of like the whole, like, kind of like the assault thing, calling it what the fuck this is. This is happening. And that speech with Mon's speech about the truth is like feels so real in this moment. It is sickening. It's been this nightmare that I've been that we've all been a part to, whether or not we know it or not, or are into it or not, or whatever the fuck. We have not been able to shake this for 10 years.
I know.
Been 10 years.
And all these senators just being like, oh, these Ghorman agitators, and like they're look what they did. Like they brought it upon themselves.
Well, I know they hid all the terrorists underneath the hospital.
They hid underneath the Senate, so we got to blow the Senate. It's like, again, and it's just like, yeah, right. Well, so we had to do it, which is like, I don't know, if there was like a hostage situation and somebody was sitting there with their gun to your mother's head, like, and they're just like, and they're in that whole thing, but then the fucking cops just shoot both of them.
What are we supposed to do?
I mean, your mother was right there. We couldn't not shoot. It's like, no, that changes the situation. Like that. And so, and it is a genocide. I'm sorry. Like and everything. It was one of the most terrifying scenes that the world of Star Wars will ever produce. Easily. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like, it was sort of harrowing in the sense of, but not with like the cheering, because we got to kind of cheer a little bit at the kind of at the fruition of the prison sequence. You know what I mean? Like when they kind of did that, but like it reminded me of that, as far like, especially in that show, like, and we were down from the jump, I think, with Andor. Like we were, like, I know it's certainly at first we were just like, oh my, cut of the jib, like this is cool stuff, like cool dark Star Wars or whatever, and it just kind of kept getting more and more engrossing, and it kept feeling more and more real, and it kind of kept engaging us in ways that we didn't.
False sense of like decorum that I think everybody has just gotten used to, where you're like, oh, we're gonna go back to the square, and like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna kill all of us. Like, no, they did. And it's that idea of they're like, oh, like, when you think about like protesting, and you're like, we're just gonna go there and we're just gonna, make them see us. It's gonna be inconvenient for them. But
depending on who's in charge, they might just. But then some people who are there are like, well, at least my death will stand as a stain on their like. The whole world can't turn its head, can they? And it's like, no, I mean, even with the
that's
stuff,
very Luthen,
Yeah, and it's like, but
that's right. In a sense,
and it's like, they will do the atrocity. Yeah. Sometimes they're gonna do a couple atrocities, if nothing else, make the world see. What is at the heart
and
of this?
The spin doctor of it all, like the idea of changing the narrative, and like when you have all those people standing up and they're like.
And they're doing the same thing. They're like, we gotta have the Yavin people.
And so now they're trying to go the other route. But think about like even like what it was like they're trying to pass like, if you protest or anything about Israel, you can be like fined and thrown in jail. It's insane.
Like $1 million or something insane. Like that, or whatever. You're like,
and so
what?
It's like
it's gonna take people just being like, that's not a crime, and like just everyone doing it and being like, yes.
No, I mean we're kind of there.
Yeah,
I mean we are there.
We're having this happen in a time where like human communication and like information is like absolutely, you can have the world at your fingertips.
So immediate, but it's almost like there's too much of it.
But then also we from our childhoods from school have like learned about these things and how they go. And so it's even more crazy making to sit back and watch it hit all the same marks that you've read about if you're like interested in history.
Wow.
And in a different flavor, but it's always the same shit.
You get rid of the people that know that, and then you have people that grow up with the other narrative.
I know.
That's like you get rid of the books, you get rid of the knowledge, you get rid of the historian, and that's how you change the narrative. You just be like, no, this is
Or that's like what Fox News.
So like all of a sudden it's just like constantly, reinforcing that we're just gonna do like the spin doctor, and like eventually you get to the point where people are like, oh, like the Ghormans have been doing this for years, and I just read
that, like they just read the headlines like Ghormans are 3 times more likely to punch your grandma, like but they're like not actually reading anything in the article.
Right. No. And I assume some of them are good people. When Ghorman sends their people over to Coruscant, they're not sending their best. I mean, like that's that's kind of the whole thing. It's like, and obviously it's much more direct, like kind of insidious scapegoat in that sense of the fact that like there's something that they need there. I mean, whereas like with what we're talking about, like they're doing a magic trick. I mean, like obviously there's real racists like there, you know what I mean? Like almost all of them, but they're also like, yeah, I'm going to make people really like, I mean, if it's anything that's bad, I can kind of blame it on this other. I can blame it on this other person. You know what I mean? Like, and I just got a boogeyman. If it's not that, it's fucking Antifa. If it's not that, it's, you know, whatever else, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, like and I also really loved like the whole, that was a great, I love that we kind of litigated it a little bit because the Tay stuff, and there was kind of that moment of uncertainty because that was the other thing about it that I really liked. It's like, again, like we're kind of making some of these split decisions, and it's like you kind of in the human heart, you can never know exactly where they're going. You can never know if they couldn't have flipped. You can never know if they wouldn't have made the right or wrong decision in a certain sense because this is war. And like and like in the sense of, I think
when she was so terrified of Luthen, where she's like, I'm kind of more terrified of you right now because I don't know what you're capable of.
Yeah, right. And it was kind of like that little thing was like it was like sort of like a microcosm of the same thing where she was like, all that stuff happened so fast, and like all, you know, like all of a sudden, like, you know, my childhood friend who was having a hard time, like I could have possibly got fucking like saved his life. Like maybe he would have been okay. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like all of that shit happened so fast, and you just kind of made that fucking decision for me, and I feel responsible for it. And it's massively complicated. And then that was kind of a little bit of there was like a microcosm of that, of how interestingly they shaded the driver. Now, I personally don't think that. Like, I think that he was kind of like listening to it and whatever, and I think he was just kind of like a useful idiot, like as they kind of clearly said. So he's like a Joe Rogan listener, where it's like he listens to something, he's like, oh, it's pretty, I gotta go do that. Oh, okay.
I don't know, because I was reading the way he was looking for her. Like, it almost looked like he was like,
I agree. I was there. I agree, but also I think that then they're like, you know, the thing is that we will never know.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think
that's why it's good.
No, it's so good. No, ambiguity that actually has ambiguity with intent. Where sometimes we end up with ambiguity where it's like, this is just confusing and I don't understand why this is tracking. You know, and like. And that was kind of the same thing. She was just like, I'm just kind of, I mean, me as a figurehead, but I'm surrounded by these guys who are sort of making some of these decisions for me that I'm kind of responsible for because he said the password and I decided to go with him. And it's kind of like these weird things, I imagine, where it's like you just, oh shit, what's that quote from fucking The Wire? Slim Charles. It goes like, if it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. Whatever we commit to, we just have to do it when we're at war and shit like that. And I think it's kind of, and then they'll welcome to the rebellion, and it's like this is official now. We have called the fucking emperor a war criminal. We have called the genocide for what it is, and we have smuggled out and killed several people to get this woman out of the Yeah,
she's one of the most famous people in the galaxy.
Before they cut her off, she's about to say, and also that their emblem looks like a butthole, and I'm tired of
it looks like a robot butthole. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a butthole, and no one's talking about it.
No one's talking about it. It's the best kept secret. Best kept secret since Benny the Bull getting his cheeks clapped by a robot when you turn the fucking bull's logo upside down.
Yeah.
Do that right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like we'll do that right now in the editing thing. That's an OG throwback from one of our first fucking solo deals with fucking with what is it? Last Dance over there. We're here. We're at war. Like now we are closer to the elements of Rogue One that we have ever been, which was an active, hot. This is no longer a Cold War. This war is hot. This war is scalding hot now,
And you also have players that are known, you know. So I think that's the thing, is like everybody was operating in the shadows, and everybody was like thought, you know, there was this boogeyman, these outside agitators. Now, like, now this is why the Alderaan gets blown up, because clearly like Bail was like a threat.
Yep.
And he's like, no, you know what? You're going to pay for this.
And so was his daughter, and then that's why they did it. You know what I mean? Like, and
you're going to watch your whole planet get destroyed.
And there's so many,
and this is what will happen. Yeah,
100%. And there's so many things that these connected pieces of tissue from like A New Hope that just seem that are so much more kind of like potent and like available because of this show. Like when she's talking to Tarkin when Leia, I mean, it just sounded great. But now I kind of understand where because again, it's why they want the Death Star because it's all been about this kind of escalation. It's like, yeah, I want this because I need a planet killer. Like, what the fuck else is gonna make everyone fall in line if I can wipe a fucking entire planet from the face of the galaxy? And so but again, she's still kind of talking in politics when she first runs into Tarkin. She's like, the more you tighten your grip, Tarkin, the more star systems will slip through your fingers. Which is kind of like, again, like the harder you try to grab onto this, the more people are going to defect. And this like show makes it so much more. I don't know. It's elevated elements of the original film, like in certain aspects that already. You know what I mean? Like or just making it more real. And Rogue One had already done that. You know what I mean? Like in a certain sense, like as far as like. Again, also, I think just like elements of just like that one haunting line where she's like, many Bothans died to give us this information. And we're seeing like the type of thing that this woman is doing and has been doing and shit like that. And so I don't know. I was very emotional watching this. I was crying a lot and it was, I don't know. It's because it's so good, but it's also because it's hidden.
Come on.
It's because it's because it's so fucking real. I mean, like that's part of the reason. I mean, like, and it's not like it's not despair. It's because I know that things like can be better. It's because I know that it doesn't have to be this way. And that's kind of more
doing this shit.
What's that? Yeah,
it's doing this shit.
Right. And yeah, or maybe there's a kind of sense of despair within the fact that like there's just people that like are capable, want to do shit, that want to do the stuff that they're doing. But then also it's just like, well, yep, they're just people. Like we've like things like this have happened before. They've been defeated before. And that's just kind of like
the Empire falls.
The Empire falls. No, and all empires fall.
I keep telling myself.
All empires fall.
Myself. Yeah.
There's never been an empire that's not fallen.
Yeah.
And there's never been an empire that didn't deserve it when it happened.
Yeah.
Never. And so, and that's also where America is. We're a failing empire right now, and that's just what you're seeing. It's just these byproducts of that shit. It just sucks that, we could just as easily not do any of this stuff. Like, I think that's
we could just be, Germany.
Yeah.
No, we have to do our own atrocity section, and then maybe we can get a progressive, democratic social.
No, I mean, like, and that's the other thing. It's like it comes with time in a certain sense. I mean, like, again, we've fought in a shitload of wars, and almost none of them on our own soil.
Right.
That's the other thing. I think you gain a incredible amount of perspective as far as like, that's why we're so callous and cavalier and all that kind of shit,
We're like, what? People should be able to be Nazis if they want to be.
Right.
Like, Germany's no,
because I've seen where the fuck it leads, like at my doorstep, at my my neighboring countries, all this other shit, and that kind of stuff. And so, and so I think that. Yeah, I mean, I do think that this show is dour. I think that this is the most dour that we're going to be. Like, in a certain sense. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to be a fucking, it's not, we're not going to be fucking like sitting there. We're not going to be sitting there like fucking Steamboat Willie, just like.
No, but I think it's going to be more the birth of the rebellion, where it's like they're going to be selling hope. I mean, they're going to be selling T-shirts. There's a movie literally called A New Hope. So Hope. So it's like, I don't know. I think hopefully they'll lean into. I think that's the point. Is
there might be, but does Bix just die off screen? Do they Marva her?
I mean, she might just go away.
She might just not be there.
I mean, like, I'm with it, and maybe that's...
But is he agrees in Rogue One, he knows it's a suicide mission, or does he...
I think... No. I think... I'm trying to remember. If I remember correctly, I think it's one of those things like, if... And this actually kind of tracks now that I think about it. And do you guys... I mean, I'm going to... Morgan, I know you kind of delete stuff. Do you want me to talk about some specific plot points about some of that stuff that I'm thinking, which is where my head's at, or I will stay away from it?
No. I mean, I kind of know sort of.
Yeah,
I've watched the movie more than once,
but
I just
what I think is, because also the other thing that kind of everybody was just like, oh, like Jyn Erso, like they kind of don't like kiss, and people were kind of, they were like they're hugging each other at the end when they go, and but it never kind of becomes more than that. And because there is an element to where he's looking at that explosion, he's looking at that wall of fire, and he's knowing that we got the plans out. We know how to take this thing down. And Bix can be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He doesn't cheat on her, and she could be out and done. And in some other part of the rebellion that we just don't see and we don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
because he doesn't know that.
I would hope, because that would be such a great motivator, other than just the fact. I know he starts in a dark place, but it would be really, really rough to just fucking have this character be killed as
off
like
screen, and then he's like,
I'm
motivated.
No, just straight up in any way. Like the fact that, like, as Luther might say, like, I'm sacrificing myself for a sunrise that I know that I'll never see, but Bix might.
Bix might see it.
And Bix has been through enough and deserves to be free of this.
He's like, I'm gonna win this for her.
Yeah.
Because
I love that. I mean,
because she made the call, and then if we're gonna win, I'm gonna do what I can to make that happen.
Yeah.
But we have to do it separate. And in some ways, Luthen was completely fucking right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta separate. Hey, Cinta and fucking what's her face were fucking.
Yeah.
They were alive the entire time that they were apart. They get together in one night.
Yeah.
It's the sports rules. You don't fuck when you're trying to save your essences.
Yeah.
The big game, you don't fuck. You don't.
You don't do it. You eat a bunch of spaghetti and you don't fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, incredibly powerful. I mean, like the show is quickly like just going to confirm, like, yo, guess what? Never going to be anything this well written in Star Wars media ever. That's on film, or at least not for a long time. But I love the fact that it exists.
Yep.
I don't love the fact that it exists because it's clearly
inspired.
Well, yeah, it's very hastened and quickened.
Why did the showrunner feel the need to tell this story now?
Yep.
Who knows? The
world will never know. Like Rogue One came out in 2016, so right when it started up, right when it fired up, and so I don't know. I would love for Bix to not be again a point of hope and something like. So I hope we're with that. But there's a bunch of different things. We got our buddy now. We got our buddy back. You know, what I think is cool.
And also, I'm thinking about Mandalorian. Wasn't there giant spiders in Mandalorian? I bet.
Yeah, they're like ice spiders.
That might have been Ghorman refugees. Spiders.
Like making it work over there.
The spiders,
and they're like, oh, human beings, fuck this.
Yeah,
we're gonna kill
we
all
saw
of you.
this. We are not going back to the factories. You're not sewing your shirts anymore.
Yeah.
But they were saying like,
yeah,
whatever the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
So at least some of the spiders got off planet.
That's great.
Maybe we'll
Spider liberation.
Check. Let us know, and you know that there's a Wikipedia out there. If there's any connection.
Actually, those weren't Ghorman spiders, and you could tell because.
Yeah, for sure. I'm incredibly. I mean, I'm. It's just the same thing as before. I'm incredibly excited for the last kind of act of this impeccable show. Also sad that it's over because it's just so fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, even though I will be glad to not be watching the show. The show.
I do want to see the birth of Jizz music though through all this pain.
Yeah.
Like, because of that, Jizz music exists.
Oh, does that mean that there's also Jizz cigarettes?
Mm-hmm.
Very excited for next week. If you guys are excited for next week and you guys want to get early and uncut access to all of our Andor Season 2 coverage and you guys want to get it before anybody else does on the days that we shoot them, you guys can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top pinned comment. It's in the description below. Click that shit. Head on over. Hit us up with just $8 over there at the premium streamium tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Andor coverage, including these basically just as soon as we shoot them, like either that day or the next day, we're dropping that shit and you guys get privy to it before anybody else does. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.